I'm looking at her forehead, and I don't know this person, but just based on this TikTok, I'm looking at the forehead and I can see the shape of a monkey in it. I am so sorry. How delusional main character syndrome levels do you want to have? And she's like, give me everything. Hi, welcome back to the castle. Today is another day where we go downhill. Today, we will look at a video from Edvasian where he is talking about the out-of-touch influencer epidemic. And I don't want to be count as an influencer, but the problem is I know that I'm sadly in that category. And I use those essays to learn what is absolute shit behavior. I can't even say it otherwise. So let's see and check out what this epidemic is about. Alrighty, here's our friend Edvasian. And I'm very, very sure he will say good morning.
Morning, welcome back. What did you post today? If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound?
Yeah.
In that same vein, does the thing you did actually happen if no one is around to see you do the thing?
What?
Let me rephrase that. Did it even happen if you didn't post about it? That better English. Everyone's feeling the pressure these
I mean, yeah.
days to look like a super productive member of society. I mean, having a total of 300 Facebook friends and Instagram followers on the edge of their seat waiting for your next life update doesn't really help. The sentiment now seems to be, you might as well not exist if you're not constantly posting about what you've been up to in the form of a highlight reel. Hustling in silence used to sound cringe, but maybe we should bring it back just a touch. When people would keep some of their personal moments private and not overshare with strangers without their consent. Sometimes when you pick up that phone, it feels like playing timeline roulette, where it's wholesome pictures of puppies or
I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
I thought
What? Some things should just not go onto the internet.
this was a classy party. I don't want to hear about your foot fungus, and you did it at my birthday dinner. But who'd want to be classy these days when a quick dopamine hit of possibly going viral is just one post away? Who knows? The next outrageous piece of content you make might be your golden ticket to sitting at the cool kids table with all the out-of-touch influencers. Forget about living in the real world when you can spend all your time building your online brand. What is the brand exactly? I don't know. Eating a tomato and calling it iconic?
Okay, so we're at LPM in Vegas, and they give out tomatoes.
Hold on, I'm in the way. I don't know how. It would just be like that. I want you to see, okay?
And lemon as your little bread at the table, which is great for me because I'm gluten-free. So this is like iconic.
Okay. That's a juicy tomato.
Wow.
Okay.
So fresh, so good.
This is Pirates with
That's a tomato. What else should it taste than fresh
scurvy
and
when they
tomato-y?
discover a fruit for the first time. Cheers, matey. Influencer has become a term that's synonymous with sayings like, come with me to try the new viral egg and soy sauce trend. I am so nervous, you guys. When in fact, it's just Korean marinated eggs. Food Asian kids used to
I thought she will drink all the soy sauce. Oh my god.
bring to school for lunch and then get made fun of for. Of course, not all influencers are evil. I don't mind a genuine recommendation from time to time. Sure, show me the next viral low-carb mousse made with avocado and cocoa powder that's definitely not poop from
I tried this. I didn't like it. Since I had my keto phase basically, and I wish I could go back, but I love bread. This nah.
But relatable influencers who came from humble beginnings, they used to run this place with nothing but a digital camera, their bedroom floor, and a dream. Fans love to see their favorite internet person go from a rags to riches character arc. Now, these ex-fans have gotten tired of scrolling through their feeds and feeling worse about themselves afterwards. When they see someone they started following 10 years ago, eventually morph into a wealthy E-list celeb who now makes content.
I hate those, by the way. I hate this. Like, you built your brand being reliable. There was also this guy who made a 9 to 5, like he was like posting TikToks of his normal life, being a 9 to 5 worker, going to the office, doing his stuff. And then everything just shifted, and everything just felt like made up because he didn't do the transition very well. That is why branding and stuff like that is so important. And yeah, it'll be difficult. Especially like if you are like, okay, I want to be seen as this person on the internet. If it's not, let's say, if it's not something trendy or something so specific, basically, and it takes time to build, people already just don't want to do it anymore, because the reward of putting all the effort into it and building this brand for it, people just don't want the effort, basically, but what the reward of being an influencer and getting sponsorships.
About
I think this is many.
square foot
This is like how many people think about it.
closet for their dog. Everyone's putting on some sort of performative act to make their lives seem more lavish and awesome, when in reality, these senorita awesomes are just really good at using the four same adjectives to describe things.
Spend a day with me as an influencer with a limited vocabulary. First things first, I went to Chia Chai to try the viral chai. I got the cardamom pistachio. I'd never heard of either of those things, but it was so good and packed with protein. Plus, I love that they use plastic straws. Got the viral sour cream and green onions, so good and absolutely packed with protein. Then I went to Crumble Cookie to try the viral chocolate chip cookie. I'd never had a chocolate chip cookie before, so I was so nervous, but it was honestly so good and packed with protein.
Okay, this
So if this is your regular life, what do you do to earn money? Like, okay, listen, my being a content creator, yes, you see like all those cool events and like all those cool things sometimes happening, you know, but man, I'm at home for the last 4 days because I didn't had store duty, so I will have store work the next 3 days, so I will be exhausted from that because it's retail work, and I'm sitting here the entire day at my computer doing graphics and making like nice posts and like coming up with ideas to lift everybody's mood and making content around that. And I love what I do, don't get me wrong, I loved being here, but for if I would make a vlog, it would just be me sitting at the computer for 14 hours. It would just be me sitting here for 14 hours. And then I eat sometimes, maybe I go outside, I do the laundry, and then I sleep. This is my life. There's like all this, I don't know, like also all these perfect things. I mean, I posted a picture of my food today. Okay. So we had that, but it's just normal food. It's nothing special. It's like knäckebrot with some stuff on it, banana, and some yogurt with fruit. And a tea that I didn't post it, but you know, like, I think the thing is with influencers, especially those lifestyle influencers, because this is definitely a lifestyle influencer, they are making those posts and those videos to make it look that their life is super exciting and like very pretty, very romantic type of thing. But man, you just, at the end of the day, when they edit those videos, they're just an office worker, you know. It is an office job at the end of the day. So you have like your very, very few little moments, maybe an hour where you record everything. This is like your dopamine hour. And then the rest of the time you're just editing, writing, posting, everything else that comes into the job. So they just romanticize it a little bit and give people maybe also like a false idea of what it actually is. So yeah, at the end of the day, being an influencer is an office job. That is what it's boggling down to.
Lady is so funny. Every time I see an influencer describe things, it feels like I'm watching Cocomelon for adults. This viral episode.
That is a good point. Oh
was so good and packed with protein. It's okay to act like the main character sometimes, but it really only works in your own life because not everyone consented to you acting like one in theirs. It seems like we've lost some of that good old humanity when people started filming themselves with a I'm more important than everyone else mindset. Like I said, bring back hustle and silence culture. Like new year, new me. This is when I finally turn my
Did he change the shirt?
life around with a fresh new rebrand. Although, getting back to your regular routine when you're in a deficit makes it kind of hard. When you realize all the cash you spent during the holidays is nowhere to be found. Who could have done this?
No,
As you look through the consequences of your
who spent all the money?
your own actions.
Sorry.
But spending money isn't all that bad. Hence we're sponsored for free Upside app. Just
Sneaky.
living your normal everyday life will put your wallet in a permanent flow state. As in, money be flowing out all the time. Gas, groceries,
So it's
dining
like
out, some of the main culprits. Draining.
It's
All
like
you gotta do is
I see. So if you need support with managing your money, maybe look into that. Let's see where his code is. Hold on.
pay with your card like you normally do and get paid. Pretty simple. No points, no credits that expire,
Or is
just
it a
real
full
money back,
service?
transferred straight into your bank account.
Oh,
Let's say you're
money
using a
back
credit card
system.
that already earns you cash back. Using that with Upside will help you stack cash back on top of what you're already getting, letting you earn 3 times more cash back than with loyalty programs or credit cards alone. That's why $1 million in cash back are being earned by their users every single week. Ever since I started driving more often, oh boy, the sting of gas prices feels bad, man. My wallet would have definitely been more happy if I started using Upside earlier. One of life's most simple, your first tank of gas.
So if you want to support Edvasian, there the code. Oh, the code is behind me. It says Edvasian. There's the QR code. You are free to support him if you would like. And also, if you need more information about that, the video to his original video is the link to his original video. I can't talk anymore. Is in the comments down below. Thank you for Upside, because then we can watch more Edvasian content.
Using promo code Edvasian. One of life's most simple pleasures, using your well-earned paid time off to go on vacation. You know your coworker is about to be unbearable for the next month. When they come back to work with a beautiful golden tan, a new perspective on life, and new Dominican allegations. They probably had the best 3 weeks of their lives, getting overwhelmed by Polynesian culture or something.
What is this? You are just a white gal who got overwhelmed by the power of Polynesian culture while watching Moana 2? What?
Posting pictures of your yearly overseas vacation to keep your friends and family up to date is fine. Asking an entire country to clean up the place after experiencing a typhoon, a little less so. Can't be a lifestyle influencer without a gratuitous out-of-touch video. Try being an influencer for a day. Just try it.
I need your help. Basically, I've been saying for weeks now, if not months, that I want to go to the Philippines at the end of November, and I'm like fully set on it. I sat down about to book my flights, and I've been hearing a lot about the typhoons. And I checked the Filipino like weather thing, and I see this huge typhoon literally going across the middle of the country. This typhoon isn't set to hit until the 4th or 5th of November, and I wouldn't go until like November 17-ish. So my question is, how bad is the aftermath gonna be? Does anyone know?
How bad is the aftermath of a typhoon gonna be?
I'm so sorry. I'm processing. If you don't feel right to go there because of the typhoon, just don't go. Pick another destination.
Bad, man.
It's gonna be bad, and the people will suffer the most. So what you have for your pictures is not even relevant, by the way. But if you're already not knowing if you will like it because of the typhoon and the aftermath of it, just don't go. Don't bother. But why do we make a TikTok about it?
Gonna be bad. A typhoon will slap you across the face with heavy rain, thunderstorms, disastrous amounts of flooding, and wind speeds that go from 70 miles per hour to 160. Guess who's jealous of typhoons? Sports cars. Not sure of the actual date of when she made this video, but the super typhoon that hit the Philippines in 2025 caused 2 people to go missing, 147 injuries, 34 fatalities, and 104 million in damages. There are different levels of how bad a typhoon can get.
It's always different depending on the hit and how it behaves when it hits the land. It just goes so many things. You can't just predict something like that. And also just, hey, there's a typhoon. how will be the aftermath, because I'm curious if the pictures I want to make will be actually pretty at the end of my trip. Girl.
But even the mildest of typhoons, let's just say, it's not like sticking your head out the window when you're cruising on the highway, reenacting a music video.
Be able to clean up the island within 10 days, or will there still be flooding? And obviously,
just don't go! Please! What is wrong with you?
with flooding comes a lot of like bacteria and things like that, and I just don't know what to do.
Hey, no worries,
Just
I got
don't
you.
go!
The best way to get rid of floods and bacteria, a bit of Lysol, and a few paper towels to absorb
Yeah, just grab a bunch of toilet paper, help the people there.
all that extra water on the floor. Bounty is great. Such thick towels. Yeah, kind of a tell you've never experienced how bad a typhoon can be when you think the cleanup process is a busboy cleaning up a table after someone spilled a drink.
I really, really don't know what to do. I need to hear it from someone who has been to the Philippines after a typhoon. I was planning to go like Boracay, Siquijor, Port Barton, and Coron. So if anyone has been in any of those areas after a typhoon, please let me know what.
I'm so sorry. I'm looking at her forehead, and I don't know this person, but just based on this TikTok, I'm looking at the forehead and I can see the shape of a monkey in it. I am so sorry.
You think, or any locals who know what it's gonna
How delusional main character syndrome levels do you want to have? And she's like, give me everything.
be like. Please help me out.
Hey, heard the weather's pretty bad over there. I can still visit, right? I got a new swimsuit and I'm ready to party.
Just go
Yeah, sure.
Just go somewhere else. Please leave the people alone.
Just so you know, it's a little more humid than it normally is. If you could help me look for my dog when you get here, that'd be great. I think he got blown away to a different island somewhere. The locals did not enjoy this take. The typhoon might have caused a lot of damage, but the Filipino people still have access to the internet. So, thoughts about my vacation?
Oh, let me read out the text for you because my head is in the way. It's wild how people will say they love the Philippines and our people so much until a typhoon hits. While Filipinos are grieving lives lost, homes destroyed, and land we deeply cherish, you all are worried about who's gonna clean the beaches and whether you should take your trip. That is not love, that's entitlement. If you love the Philippines, show up when she's hurting, donate, volunteer, use your platform to raise awareness. Don't just consume our culture and our beaches. Stand with our people. And this is correct. Like what she would be able to do is like, hey, there's the typhoon, but maybe we can use. I will still travel because I want to support the people, yada yada yada, and like bring awareness to the whole thing that people might like donate, and then also work with charity organizations and like local support organizations that people can like bring love to the country after such a disaster. This is actually how you should support. And if you don't like having the aftermath of a typhoon, just don't go and don't talk about it. You don't have to spit every thought onto the internet. Especially, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if there will be an aftermath of her TikTok. Like that she is upset and doesn't understand why she's getting hate, probably, or something like that. But man, you said something stupid on the internet, and then you're crying about the aftermath about your TikTok. I'm curious if this will happen, but this is usually what happens, that they're just crying about it and hope that people will forget.
Plans is the last thing you'd want to hear when you're treading through water up to your neck, trying to rebuild what's left of your life. Comes off as a little tactless. Being able to read the room is a very underlooked skill people should spend more time developing.
Yeah,
Not every
definitely.
intrusive thought has to be content. This could have been a Google search, an email, or a question you
Or just a brain fart and then you let it go.
Ask a friend. You gotta be careful in this day and age when everyone's angry, ready to pounce on the next person with a bad take. I don't know what it is about natural disasters being a magnet for travel influencers. If your country's a cheap destination hotspot for tourists and the weather's starting to look grim, be prepared to hear a lot of, "Come with me to try my first viral tsunami. I'm so nervous, you guys."
What? 5 minutes to Hawaii tsunami. Keep us updated and keep climbing to higher ground. Girl, this is not... I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I don't even know how to react anymore. Like, Hawaii has so many tsunamis and stuff to handle. And you are there sitting like a literal tourist, waiting that something happens so you get, I don't know, an adrenaline kick. Just go bungee jumping for that. It's more safe.
And
it's not rude to the people.
Before. There's a level 5 hurricane headed straight for Jamaica. This is so interrupting my vacation, but I'm still gonna go so I can make content for you guys. I'm so nervous to try this viral Jamaican drink during the viral Jamaican hurricane. I guess you would get more views actively putting yourself in crazy situations. I'm sure grandma and grandpa would rather you not stand around laughing as a tsunami's about to hit for internet brownie points. That's just so dangerous.
And stupid. And disrespectful.
Dangerous! The popular personality trend people seem to be adopting these days. Yeah, 20-foot tidal wave? Whatever. I don't care. I'm a nonchalant guy. I just roll with the punches. But it doesn't come off as authentic. It just seems like you don't care about anyone other than yourself.
Yeah, thanks. You can do so much good things being an influencer. There are a lot of good examples. You could do so much charity work and support and improve the world a little bit. And this is what you choose to do.
Specific point during
not
the
he or me,
lifespan,
you
when
know
all
what we talk about.
self-awareness decides to leave the building and go on a tart brand trip or something, where you watch the rich and popular.
POV, you just got off your 30-hour flight and this is the first thing you see?
Get even more rich and popular as they hang out with other rich and popular friends doing rich and popular.
What is tart tape? What is this?
Things. As an influencer, looking rich and popular is even more important than actually being rich. Wow.
Yeah, you just have to keep up the illusion actually. There are a lot of luxury influencers or like people who pretend to be like high class and go shopping every couple days for like a couple $1,000s, buying a Dior and Louis Vuitton bag at the same time and just, oh, you don't understand, you know? But all of this is mostly fake. All of those bags that they have, they bought them from eBay for $30. There's a market for empty Louis Vuitton, Prada, Hermes, like shopping bags, like not the actual bags, but just the little paper bag that you get to transport your stuff home. There is a market for those type of things because people pretend to be rich and go shopping, and then they come home and everything is empty. And if best, many things are like fake, so they can still pretend. There are like a lot of people who are specifically looking if those items that they show into the camera are a bootleg, so a fake bag or whatever it is. And why do you need to do that? Why do you need 20 bags from the get-go? I already feel bad because I have 3, okay? And all 3 are different. I have a very small one. I have a bigger one for everyday things. And I have one for like where I go to the sauna, where I have a lot of room for it, you know? Those are my 3 bags. I feel so guilty. Maybe I just need like a tote bag and that's it.
Take a shot every time I say rich and popular. People like to keep up with others who are more successful because it motivates them to do better. If I can copy parts of their lifestyle and use the same products as them, then I too can become a rich and popular influencer trying the viral tornado from Kansas.
No, Edvasian makes such a good way of sarcastically joking about it, and I understand it. I'm very proud of it, but it just sounds so bad. Like, imagine, like, yeah, I can try this viral or tornado that's coming in 2 weeks over there in Timbuktu, you know.
From Wicked. I don't know. Research in social psychology shows that these influencers aren't just selling products, they're selling aspirational identity. When followers see someone their age living this lifestyle, it feels achievable. The rental economy has essentially weaponized our natural optimism and desire for upward mobility. The comment sections tell the story. Goals. Living my dream life. Can't wait until this is me. The followers aren't just consuming content, they're consuming hope. And hope, it turns out, is incredibly profitable.
That is so bad. See, this is why I post my boring food. It's normal food. It's delicious. It's not expensive. It fills my tummy. And with a nice sunlight, it looks very nice. That you don't need to eat at Tiffany's for having amazing food. You can make it very easily yourself, and if you don't know how to, you can always learn how to make your food yourself. There's a lot of resources. This just, like, watching things like this just motivates me to be a boring influencer in that regard. I'm not a lifestyle influencer. I'm like, you know, I'm not really counting myself as an influencer. But I know I am, sadly. But I just want to have like a positive impact, like that you appreciate just food that you can afford, that is healthy for you. For example, if you have a nice new pullover that you were able to afford, man, we celebrate it, because like life is difficult, and if you manage to get yourself a new pullover or a new pair of jeans or something like that, like just whatever price tag you can afford, because that's okay. We celebrate it because you got a new thing for yourself, and that should be nice. That should be good. And it shouldn't matter how much it costs you. It shouldn't also matter if it was secondhand. That's not the point. You got something nice for yourself that you need, and that is wonderful. And that's it. That's what I want to stand for. So buckle up, kids. I'm gonna post boring food. I'm gonna post my boring food.
And that is very easy to sell on the internet, when you can just lie. No one's stopping you from
Yeah, you can
claiming
lie
you're
a
an
lot.
orthopedic surgeon specialized in art history and magic.
It kind of reminds me, I'm sorry that I'm pausing again. It kind of reminds me about about the view botting that is right now going viral on Twitter. That people like people who are like stream managers and stuff like that, like a specific one, I forgot the name. Like, he says everybody's view botting, and that's why you also should view bot. But this is also just lying. This is just lying, and you should hoppala, and you shouldn't do that. You should not do
and
that.
Desired for upward mobility.
I clicked the button
comment
on my
sections
mouse. I'm
tell the
sorry.
story. Goals. Living my dream life. Can't wait until this is me. The followers aren't just consuming
It's so
content.
sad.
They're consuming hope. And hope, it turns out, is incredibly profitable. And that is very easy to sell on the internet, when you can just lie. No one's stopping you from claiming you're an orthopedic surgeon specialized in art history and Magic the Gathering. Fun game, by the way. Just start playing this year. Unless someone runs an extensive background check on you. And let's be real, no one's got the time for that. Turns out, the ones who flex their wealth the most and are the loudest with showing off their brand name items
might be the greatest liars possible.
actually be making themselves go broke, trying to be rich and popular in LA.
There's also, I'm sorry that I again paused. There's also, like, last year specifically, I think, in the German streamer bubble, there were a lot of people who were like, hey, I'm broke. I don't have any money anymore. And then they also talk about it, which is good. I mean, I'm sad that they're broke, because it gives a lot of anxiety and stress, and, you know, because of taxes. They have like a huge, they forgot to pay taxes. I forgot, but you know what I mean? Or the taxes are just so high because it's calculated a bit oddly. And then they say, hey, I'm broke. I don't have money anymore and I don't know what to do. And I feel sorry for them because they're in this situation. But I think it's really, really important that they talk about it, because one specific one I have in mind, and he said he was in those circles where everybody he was hanging out with was having all of these expensive clothing, all of this expensive shoes, and a very expensive car, and everything was, if you didn't have it, you basically did not belong into there. And he really wanted to stay in that group, but then he just lost everything. And now he's like dealing with this aftermath because he wanted to belong into a group that was just from the get-go not good for him. And please don't try to impress people by making you seem more rich or something. You should, like, being genuine is such an important trait nowadays, and you should treasure that. So let's see what this person is having. It's so easy to fake multi-million lifestyle in LA. Okay.
Naming no names, but I wish you guys knew how easy it is to fake being wealthy for the internet here in LA. A lot of those big money guys and your favorite creators don't live where you think they live. So up the street from here, we have this $100 million mansion that costs $90 an hour to rent out. A lot of creators rent that space once a week, film their content, and make it look like they live there. Rent a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, 99 bucks an hour.
To the untrained eye, influencing looks easy. Travel the world, go shopping, start hootin' and hollering about some item packed with protein, when in reality, this is a saturated market with more.
Yeah, there's also a German group that are currently living together in Dubai. It's like 15 creators. And those 15 creators rent different Airbnbs and like together and sleep there and make their content there. And they're just renting the places over and over again and pretend that they're owning those places and stuff like that. It's so bad.
More than enough dime a dozen influencers.
And then other people are struggling to pay rent and you do this. Like, my guy, wake up.
To last a lifetime. I feel like it's less
Just
than 1% of
wake up.
influencers who can realistically do
Ew.
this job full time. As in, it's their only
What I'm watching.
source of income without
looks
having
so
a second
weird.
job. And they're not scraping the bottom of the barrel just to get by. Once you get your first substantial paycheck, that lifestyle creep living in LA and trying to keep up with the Joneses is gonna have you scratching your head, wondering where all your money went.
So as somebody who accumulated over 2.5 million subscribers on YouTube back in 2015, and I was literally living in LA, so I witnessed a lot of this, I'm going to give you guys the breakdown on what happened with that money. Okay. I can't speak for everybody, obviously, but just what I've seen. When I moved out there, I thought I was pushing it with my $2,000 one-bedroom apartment, but I had people living in the same building, just at the top floor. I was on the third floor, but
Please don't. This doesn't even look worth it either. What?
they were at the top floor paying $20,000 a month. And then I had some friends that lived in mansions just for the sole purpose of wanting to be able to throw parties and have people come over and make content in there. Literally paying people's yearly salaries, like $30,000, $40,000 a month just to rent this huge house. Don't even get me started on their Uber ego. It's like people reach a certain amount of followers and all of a sudden they can't use Uber X. Ew, we can't pull up to this party in a Prius. Order an Uber Black. Why would we spend $250 to pull up to a party when we could spend $19.99?
Finding out the influencer economy is just
Interesting.
renting out a bunch of high-end luxury cars and bags at an hourly rate so you can aura farm. It's making me so nervous, you guys. You ever see influencers post pictures of themselves in expensive hotel rooms where it looks like it came straight out of a magazine photo shoot with perfect lighting, perfect sleep posture, and perfect room service on the bed with not a crumb in sight? That's actually crazy, bro. Some of these hotels will even have packages just for influencers, where you and 20 of your BFFs can split a discounted room rate at $5,000 a night.
Yeah, and then you just make all the content in there and then you stretch it, basically. Then you stretch it over, let's say, a week, so you can say, oh, I stayed for a whole week in this 5-star hotel and I got the princess treatment and yada yada yada. You know, this is I don't even know what to say to this because it's just so out of place for me. Like, I just can't, my brain can't understand it, why people do this. I mean, it's difficult. I understand why people do this. Like, attention, reach, money, whatever. But I don't understand how you can sell all your morals to be like this.
All you need to do now is pencil in a 1-hour time slot for everyone to take their authentic glamour shots of posing next to food on the bed. Sorry, I don't think I can move on from this. It's not practical. Everything's cold and so close to this person's feet. Stinky. What's worse than your own musty feet? A stranger's musty feet. In Asia, carrying brand-named items is how people flex their wealth and show off their social status. When you see those Chinese aunties decked out in head-to-toe Louis Vuitton, there's a high chance they own at least 1 to 5 luxury shopping malls. Or their husband's the CEO of WeChat or something. Can't afford to wear the Chanel boots and the Chanel bag with the Chanel leggings? That's okay, just rent them. For the low price of $30 a day, you can live out your K-drama fantasy of being a daughter from a rich family without the expensive price tag. And the only downside to this? Foot fungus. It's foot fungus.
Ew.
Health experts traced the infections back to the contaminated items that had been inadequately sanitized between users. It all came down to one pair of Gucci tights. The tights had been
Ew. Blech. I didn't even think about... I mean, when you rent a bag, okay, but when you rent shoes or for socks for whatever reason?
shared among 20 women, all paying around $30 each. Each person would book their slot via Google Docs to wear the tights during a photo shoot day. Unfortunately, one person in the group had a skin infection, and since no one thought to wash the tights
fucking they don't even look good. Imagine you desperately want to be seen with those tights and you get a fungus on your feet because of it. I can't.
uses, the fungus spread among the recipients. This is like The Last of Us, but
I
brand name.
can't.
Communal foot fungus? That's crazy, bro. I'm telling ya, those influencers putting their
communal foot fungus is a good point.
foot right next to their food are unintentionally seasoning their plate of fruit without even knowing, and it's not even the good umami kind either. There's a specific type of luxury brand whose main demographic is lower middle class tax bracket people who don't have the funds to live on a yacht every day, but they can't afford to look like they do. The items aren't crazy.
Yeah, that is also the thing. Like brands like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, and Prada, whatever, that is like with a lot of patience, affordable to middle or lower, a bit lower class, like level, like money in income. They're made for that. They're not made to like at this point. So many people wear those things, those brands, that they're nothing special anymore, and they should not be special anymore. If you have proper clothes, clean, no damage, and it doesn't cost you a liver and a kidney, that is perfectly normal clothes. That's okay. You don't have to wear this because everybody has it now. It's nothing special anymore. You can't flex with it anymore. It is making the whole thing more ridiculous. Like I personally, I can't take people serious if I see those type of things. Like, okay, do you really have to show off your Louis Vuitton wallet? Does it have to be like this? I don't even... Funny thing, I don't even wear my wallet with me anymore. Like when I work in a store, I just have my bank card with me. That's it. I don't even carry my wallet. I don't need it even. Just having my bank card with me. That's
expensive, or you have to sell all your organs to afford one sock. As long as you save a couple paychecks, eat bread and potatoes for at least a month, then you could become the owner of a Valentino white bag. Your friends won't even know what to say. They're gonna be so jealous.
Oh, you smell
nobody will even care.
lipstick and my Valentino white.
But still, paying $300 for a shirt with a giant logo in the middle might not be the aura farm you think it is. Like people shopping at the New Meadow Lane grocery store in New York City, where the vibes are aesthetic, the
Guys, this is also $4 at Whole Foods. Wait, this is pasta.
markups are insane, and Driscoll strawberry
Loki might actually come back to try these, But $17 for 5 tenders is crazy. What is that?
Are $14 a container.
$14 Driscoll strawberries.
Friends, have you heard of Costco? They will sell you the exact same strawberries in a shipment container for 20 bucks. You probably won't get a cute Instagrammable selfie as you walk through their maze of a store, but you will have a ton of fruit for dirt cheap. After the creation of Erewhon,
and you should have affordable fresh food to sustain your body. That's important. Doesn't matter where you got it from.
$20 smoothie capital of LA, even groceries have turned into a way to aura farm. No wonder people are going into debt, trying to look chic and well off, when places like these are selling loaves of bread with no price tag, so you can get a free jump scare when checking out.
Wanted to confirm what the price was, because they didn't list the price for the loaf of bread. And guess what, guys? Sourdough loaf that they're selling at Meadow Lane is $34.
Take a deep breath. One loaf of bread was $34. I can't. I just can't.
Went up to the guy at the counter. I was like, "Oh, how much is the bread?" It's like $34. I was like, "So you're wanting me to spend $44 on a soup and bread?"
You could argue the high price tag gets you better, organic, healthier ingredients
Not
that have
even-
been imported from Paraguay. Sure, if I had enough money to not look at prices when shopping, hell yeah, I'd eat $27 salads for vibes. Why the hell not? Hey, no problem if you have the funds to shop here. Do whatever you want with your own money. I'm not your financial advisor. Just make sure when you order the brand name chicken nuggets, don't get the free side of salmonella with it.
I don't know, like, these are cold right now, but
Oh, they're not properly cooked?
does that look raw to you?
A
It's just,
little.
like, if they're just like juicy chicken nuggets, but I'm like, this looks pink. Most definitely looks like pink to me. So I don't know if I should like cook them more, or this one. This is the one that I ate earlier, which
I
I
wouldn't
feel like
eat
is
them
probably
anymore. I mean, at least she noticed, right?
like, does that look like cooked chicken to you?
No wonder it's so
Kinda
expensive.
weird.
It's so raw. Meadow Lane is basically selling you a live chicken. It's gonna start laying eggs soon. Is this trickle-down economics, perhaps? It's a pipeline we see time and time again. Someone comes from humble beginnings, filming videos on their bedroom floor, and they're able to get a huge following because the audience finds
Yeah,
their
she also
down-to-earth
got
and
really,
relatable
really big.
personality charming. Fast forward to 1 million followers and millions of dollars in
And that
revenue
Michaela
later. All
woman,
the
I
videos
forgot
they
her
make
last
now
name.
is an attempt
Also
at
is
trying
a
to sell you
makeup
something,
artist.
with a side of asking their fans if they should try the viral caviar smoothie or eat a foie gras sandwich for lunch. We do like a good underdog storyline. From rags to riches is always great to see. The treating yourself to
That
your first
woman. She is the woman who said, try to be an influencer for a day.
luxury item to show how far you've come can be endearing. It's not a horrible thing to be proud of your accomplishments.
That's her.
And I never want to be showy, but
Yeah, and she also is now in her I'm having many expensive things arc right now.
I am proud that I can do this, and I do love fashion. So I do want to show you guys because it feels surreal to me, and I love to share things with you guys. So,
But after the 50th Dior unboxing, 80th trip to Greece,
Yeah, but if you love fashion, why don't make it accessible to your actual audience who are normal people? Like going to maybe a second-hand store and show, hey, this is cool stuff. Look how you could combine it and create a new type of, a new type of style for yourself. Things like this. Why you have to sit in those mostly empty boxes? Like those are the things that I meant earlier. Like those are at least half of it is empty because there's a market just for these boxes.
and the 100th time misleading your fans with face filters to sell makeup products. Notable influencers are starting to realize
just
their
bad.
original audience is slowly backing away to
Yeah.
find someone a little less showboaty to watch. When you used to be the go-to person for under $20 makeup routines, you gotta have some self-awareness about how you come off when you start making
Yeah, she also completely went to Lulu recently. I don't know, like there's, like he said, there's like an epidemic about it because recently so many are like this or turning into this. I don't know why.
videos about which $1,000 purse I should keep.
And I could not decide by looking at them on the internet which one I wanted. So I bought both, and you're gonna help me decide which one to keep, which one to return. When you have 1 million followers, but your videos are only getting 30,000 views, this is just not the way it used to be. Like when
Yeah, and why is that, woman?
I started, it was so organic. Like you subscribed to the people that you liked, you opened up those apps, or you got a notification on your phone saying so-and-so just posted a video, you go, you engage with it, and like it was that simple. Now it's like, I put videos out there and sometimes I just feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm like, where is my audience? And
They don't want to see what you're posting.
it's just, I feel like my audience is really on Instagram stories. Like my girls are there for me on Instagram stories. Like I really know who I'm talking to over there, but I miss the days of knowing who I'm posting my content for.
Yeah, I don't think your original audience is interested in getting slapped in the face with consumerism every day and having to wonder if you making this video glazing a $50 water bottle is an undisclosed ad or not. The main takeaway from this, I can't stop stimming. I'm so nervous to try this poop from a butt smoothie packed with protein. How about we try the viral hustle in silence method and the vintage?
Just make a smoothie at home. so much more fresh, so much more fun to do, and so much cheaper. Just make it at home. You will not die.
Go in a walk trend. I am so scared right now, you guys. Big believer in the less time you spend comparing yourselves to others on a screen, the happier you'll be.
Yeah,
Huge
definitely.
if true. It also helps lower the chances of you getting communal foot fungus. Just so you know. Have a good day, try not to be dumb, and see you in the next one.
The communal foot fungus is still killing me. Oh my god. You see, this is why I like to watch those videos, because it just shows me what is going on and just brings me back to always brings back my own values that I want to have and I want to stand for. And it's just always a constant reminder of like, hey, you want this and this and that, you want to stand for this and this and that. It's like more of a warning, like don't go into weird directions, stay humble. This is always my constant reminder watching those. I hope you had some fun. Please, as Edvasian said, never compare yourself to someone on the screen. It's you are never sure if it's fake, even if it looks like real. You can never be sure. Don't even. I would even go that far. Like, don't even look at my food pictures. Not food. My food that you eat. You know, food pictures. If I don't know if you have a stressful financial time right now. Even though my food is cheap, maybe, you know, maybe it makes you still feel horrible. Please don't look at it. That is okay. Nobody will be mad. Just skip it away. Ignore it. That is okay. I hope you're doing well. Drink some water. I see you next time. I hope you had fun. And do I have a question before we go? No. Just stay safe on the internet. Make sure that you consume what you like to consume. And if you think an influencer is turning into a weird direction, it is absolutely okay. Just don't watch them anymore and skip away. And, you know, you have the power. And I hope you find your way. Bye-bye. Until next time.